Hi, English 111. This is Jamie. So it's been a really busy semester already, which is surprising. I forgot to post the video about fragments. I had a video that I thought was going to work, and then I decided that it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. And then I said, oh, I'm going to make a new one. And here it is Friday, and I'm finally making it. What's getting me through this beginning of the year, and I'm sure you guys are already struggling with this stuff, is Minigain, which is for my sore shoulders and back when you're sitting in front of the computer, right? I know you guys are going through that. Also, this gets me through life. There, I'm trying to find the video thing. Dark chocolate almonds from Trader Joe's. I have 2 stacks of these, and pretty much when I realized that I'd forgotten to post the video, actually it was after Madison came in, thumbs up Madison, I got into those. Not the best thing, but anyway, I'm going to talk to you about fragments a little bit. I didn't have a ton of stuff to say, but it's important stuff. So the key thing, you guys are doing great on your discussion boards, by the way. Discussion boards look wonderful. You're understanding the fragment stuff. I also like the posts that you're giving to each other about your drafts. Remember, this is still just draft time. You're supposed to be practicing with it. The thing about fragments is that most of you are familiar with what a sentence is. And fragments are bad, right? A full sentence from capital letter to period is its own world. We wouldn't make fragments ever if it were just about, if there was no punctuation. And punctuation is just a way of telling the reader how you want them to read something. And so when you put a bunch of sentences together, the ideas all flow. What we have to pay attention to with fragments is wherever our capital letter is and wherever our period is. In between, in that little zone, there needs to be a complete idea. Okay? And it can be as simple as, look at how terrible this is. It can be as simple as this: I forget. Okay? That's a complete sentence. There's, oh geez, sorry, everything's backwards because I have to watch it like this. Okay, because I'm watching another video. Okay, that's the subject, and forget, that's the verb, okay? A verb, I forget, all right, which is what happened. It can be very simple, and it's not a fragment. Here's the problem, though, is this complete idea can be ruined when we add a little thing, on the right side of it, right? This is the backwardsness. When I forget. I've added one word to this, and I've suddenly ruined it as a complete sentence. Because that complete world that's supposed to be between capital letter and period is gone. When I forget what? When I forget I eat chocolate almonds? When I forget we don't know what's happening. This is the most common kind of fragment that I see in student essays and anybody's work, is this word over here, stuff like because or if, that just sort of changes the meaning. Now, the sentence that comes after probably explains that, okay, and that's why you miss it when you're editing. But from capital letter to period, we don't have a complete idea. If I add, okay, we're going to, oh no, I'm right here. When I forget, sorry, I'm really backwards here. There we go. Jeez, oh Pete. When I forget, videos post late. Okay, now we understand what's happening. All right. So now I've completed this idea, and we have from capital letter to period a whole idea. There's one more trick for you. This is a kind of conceptual idea. This is a trick. Okay? You take the sentence that you're thinking of. You're like, I don't know, is this a fragment or not? And you write in front of it, you use this idea. They refused to believe the idea that, and then after that phrase, you enter the sentence that you think is maybe a fragment. If that sentence makes sense, then you don't have a fragment. If the sentence is screwy, then you probably have a fragment. For example, they refuse to believe the idea that when I forget. Oh, sorry, this is so goofy. All right, that doesn't make sense. They refuse to believe the idea that when I forget, you'll know you need to do something. They've refused to believe the idea that I forget. That makes sense. It's a weird sentence, but it makes sense. So this is sort of a trick, okay? If there's a sentence you're not sure of, you're like, I don't know if this is a fragment or not, you can put it in front of it. Remember, too, that you can make a fragment, can be a really long sentence. It doesn't have to do with size. For instance, this word, when, if, added in the front of a complete sentence that's 2 lines long could make it a fragment. Okay, if my sentence was, my chickens enjoy eating grain and love to play outside, when I put in front of it, when my chickens enjoy eating grain and love to play outside, I have a fragment now. What happens when they do this? They make happy sounds. I don't know. So you can see how those words make the sentence dependent and can confuse us there. Okay? That's what I have to say about fragments in addition to the stuff that you're already looking at. Now, don't worry about the specific terminology. If you're really understanding what a fragment is and you're getting rid of them, then that's okay. Don't worry about whether you understand what an independent clause is or a dependent clause. That's great, but it's not the point. The point is that your sentences make sense. Okay? Please email me. Please go on the help forum. Some of you have been letting me know what's going on. I try so hard to make sure, especially in an online environment, that everything makes sense, that I have everything posted at the right time. But like in my face-to-face classes, I can't catch it all. And so I need you guys to be able to say, hey, you forgot something there. I'm going to try really hard not to do that, but I deeply welcome any heads ups that say, hey, something's a little off. I'd love to be perfect. I've been trying for a long time and it's not working yet. So to all of you, dark chocolate almonds in your life, go to Trader Joe's, find them, and every time you get done with something for your classwork, give yourself one of these. It's really phenomenal. Thanks a lot, guys. I hope you have a great weekend.